We have both of the big Christmas trees, you know, the one at Jackson Square and Spanish Plaza. I noticed today.
Oh, they're already out there.
They're out there.
See, this is what I'm saying. We need some time, okay? Because who's going to get it together, decorate it all up?
I know. You got to give Thanksgiving its time.
Yes. Get the beans, greens, potatoes, and tomatoes together.
It's going to be exciting, yeah.
Okay, but the weather, will it be nice? We're not even that far yet.
You know what? Yeah, for early next week, we might actually have another rain system moving in.
Oh, well, we need that rain.
Yeah, we do. And we need, just like you say, not just one event, but we actually need several of these kind of events to get us out of that exceptional drought level that we are at for our entire area almost, which I'll show you in a second. But here is the big headlines heading into the next couple of days. First of all, rain. Yes, it's finally going to happen, and we may get a decent amount. In fact, we might get several inches, especially near the coast. We're talking about mostly Monday, and then Tuesday I think will be the rainiest day, but actually even into Wednesday, depending on what happens, we will see at least some showers, but really the bulk of the rain I think late Monday and Tuesday. We're talking about maybe 2 to 4+ inches of rain, but maybe even closer. Models are indicating maybe near 4 or 5, or maybe even close to 6 inches near the coast. A lot of this would be very much appreciated and needed, and it doesn't look like we'll have any flood watches to go with this much rain, because it looks like our soil will be able to take this much rain as it's going to be spread out over a couple of days at least. And by the way, severe storms, we're not expecting that. In fact, we may not even get that much lightning or thunder at all. Mainly this will just be rain, it looks like, spreading into our area from that system. Now, getting into tonight really quickly, we're in the 60s. We've had a dreary kind of weekend with those clouds, kind of interesting and feeling a little bit different. Our winds now coming in from the north and northeast, and we're going to be seeing those winds up as this system moves in. So it'll be a breezy to windy setup in the next 2 to 3 days. Your wake up forecast, 60s, cloudy and cool, and you may want to throw an umbrella in your bag or have a rain jacket ready to go for later in the day, because it will gradually move in during the day, and it might even be toward afternoon and evening for some people. I'll show you in a second. Temperatures tomorrow staying mainly in the 60s for highs, so that coolish feel will be there. Notice the morning somewhat dry, only a couple showers around, but by noon we're starting to see a decent chance for a few showers. And then if you're out later in the day after work and school, there's a much higher chance to get rain. And it looks like tomorrow most of it will be light, but we may have some heavier rain moving in later at night. Everything quiet right now, but we're starting to see this rain really getting into much of Texas, which has had some rain, but also could still use a little bit more. We're seeing some start to move in south of our coast, and a surface low will be developing around here pretty soon, and then moving south of our coast. So moving into our precision cast once again, 8 a.m. tomorrow, a couple of showers, but I don't think it should be too bad. And it looks like, although visibility may be limited a little in spots, doesn't look like a big foggy setup widespread for early tomorrow morning. This is tomorrow afternoon. You can see, starting to see the showers move in. This takes us to 6 p.m. and then on into Tuesday, this may be the rainier day. A good chance to see rain, and look at this, some of this heavier rain firing up near the coast on Tuesday. This is by Tuesday evening. Some heavy downpours will be possible, but again, a lot of this will just be in the form of light to moderate showers. And then this is by Wednesday, a slow moving system still bringing a few showers into our area Wednesday. The purples and reds are indicating 2+ inches of rain, and we may see, again, the highest totals near the coast. We are under exceptional drought conditions in the dark red here, so we really need the rain. We're still running about half or so of our normal rainfall that we would have at this point of the year. When you just look at averages, it would be 56 inches. We're at about 27 inches. And by the way, this is from the River Forecast Center, an outlook on how much rain is needed to end the drought, and they're indicating for most of our area, probably near 10+ inches of rain would be needed. So even if we get a good soaking with this system, we really do need more. Now, one more thing, as we know, when we get these east winds prolonged for a couple of days, we sometimes see the coastal flooding. So Monday evening through Wednesday night, there's a coastal flood watch. Looks like, especially at high tide, which would be at night, we may see the tides running higher than normal. And that would be a coastal flooding concern for those of you on the east facing shores. Here's your forecast as you make your plans. Again, Tuesday, the main rainy day, although late tomorrow also will have the rain. Maybe some showers Wednesday, and then we're warming up and drying out toward the end of the week. But we may get another rain system early next week, so we may get a little more rain to help us out.